Good morning, students. Today I will continue the lesson Electoral Politics, and the topic is what is the system of election in our country, India. As we know that India is the largest democratic country in the world, and the population of the country elect their representatives, and that those representatives, they run the government. But how are they elected? So when we elect those representatives, one we elect at the national level, that is called a central government, and one at the state level, that is called as a state government. And what is the at the state central level, that is we are having bicameral, that is parliament, which has two houses, Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. And the Lok Sabha is the lower house of the parliament, and the total member of the Lok Sabha at present 543, and these members are known as member of parliament or MP. And these 543 members, that they come from all the states of the India, but some states send some more representatives because it depends on the population of a state. That is, the Uttar Pradesh state of a country, being as the largest population, sends 80 members to the Lok Sabha, whereas the states which are small, having less population, for example Sikkim, then Mizoram and Nagaland, they send only one member to the Lok Sabha. Next level, the government is formed, which is through election, is at the state level. They and the members which are known as the member of Legislative Assembly or MLAs, and this house is Vidhan Sabha, or that is called Legislative Assembly. Now, how many members will be in the Vidhan Sabha in these states is also depends on the population of a states. Now, here the population means according to 158 articles of the Indian Constitution speaks about it, that each state cannot have less than 60 members and more than 500 members. But there is a special provisions for those states which are smaller in the size and with less population. They can have less than 60 members, as Mizoram and Goa at present are having 40 members in the Vidhan Sabha, and that is Puducherry 33 and Sikkim 32. So these members, they form the body which is known as Vidhan Sabha at the state level. The same principle is followed further at the Gram Panchayat level. When we elect the representatives for the Gram Panchayat, Block Smiti, Jila Parishad, and in the towns, municipalities and the municipal corporations. And there, what these constituencies are known as wards, and where the people living in that ward, they elect the representatives, they are called as councillors, and then they form the body and run the government in their particular towns. But how these are elected, there is a procedure after every 5 years for the whole country, that is called general elections. Now, elections, what does it mean? Elections held in all the constituencies at the same time, either on the same day or within a few days. But sometimes election is held only for one constituency to fill the vacancy caused by death or resignation of a member. So such elections are called as by-elections. So question can be asked over here, distinguish between a general elections and by-elections. General elections are held after every 5 years, and by-election maybe that depends upon the resignation of a person or any other cause. But these elections are held when we elect the representatives from the constituencies. They are called as electoral constituencies. So what does it mean? Representatives elected to the legislative bodies from a geographical area. These areas are called the electoral constituencies. Sometimes these are counted as seats. For each constituency that represents one seat in the assembly, for example, when we say that Lok Dal in the Haryana has 160 seats, that it means that candidates of Lok Dal won 60 assembly constituencies in the state, and thus Lok Dal had 60 MLAs in the state assembly. And this way every state has its member depending upon the population. But our system, that is the elections, the body that helps, that is election commission, that some seats are reserved in the constituencies for the weaker sections of the society, for example scheduled caste, scheduled tribes, OBCs, women. That we will continue in the next video. Stay blessed.